The human mind is really good at two things. And I find that a lot of times people will be stuck in this pattern, bouncing back and forth between these two things, sometimes for their whole lives. And the two things I'm referring to here are repression and reaction. So this is how this pattern typically takes place. A person experiences a negative feeling that the mind then labels as bad. And once the mind labels it as bad, it moves to repress those feelings. And by repress, I mean it wants to do anything possible to make those feelings go away. It wants to push them down, to stuff them away, to brush them under the rug. And with the word repress, we have the same root word as pressure, that is to press. So you can think of a pressure cooker. It can only hold so much pressure. So if the mind continually represses negative feelings into the nervous system over and over, there's only so much that it can take. Eventually, like the pressure cooker with too much pressure, it's going to blow its top, and that's the reaction with the person. When the nervous system can't hold those feelings anymore, the mind causes it to react. And by react, I mean things like anger outburst or panic attacks. For some people, it might be cutting or binge eating or even using drugs. And then what typically happens is, because of the reaction, there are bad feelings because of what took place. So then the mind moves to repress those feelings. It does that for a while until it can't take it anymore, and then there's another reaction, which leads to more repression, and more reaction, repression, reaction, and that's the pattern. And so what I've been suggesting for people is to introduce a third element to this pattern to break it, to stop it, and that is to just observe. So next time you feel a negative feeling, and you notice that your mind labels it bad, and you notice that it begins to repress or react in an attempt to make that feeling stop, just notice the feeling itself. Just be with it. Totally accept it. Notice that tendency. Notice that urge to repress or react. And notice how you don't actually have to do anything about that the feeling itself requires no action at all. So see what it's like to just be with it. And feel free to leave a comment if you try this and you want to report what you noticed, or if you have any questions. Take care.